is your body camera on?
Yeah.
Can you tell me why you didn't inform me that it's on?
It is flashing. Is
Makes no difference. You are actually meant to say it verbally.
Yeah. I'm sort of asking what you're doing here today.
Does that really matter what I'm doing? I believe that building there could be the police station or it could be the courts. It's hard to sort of define between the two of them. So that was the other building there that I did actually zoom in on. So yes, that is a part of it. And then you can see from there that it then goes over into that building.
Stand away from the gate and cars coming through.
Yeah, well, when it opens, I will.
Hey mate,
How you doing?
just put my body one on for you.
No worries, that's cool.
If you just mind, just moving a little bit.
I'm perfectly fine where I am.
This audit begins calmly with an auditor filming a police station from a public pavement. The question at the heart of this is simple. Can you film a public building where public servants work from a public space? Legally, the answer is usually clear, yes. But as we've seen many times before, what the law allows and how it's applied in practice can be two very different things. Our auditor is about to make first contact, and the way these officers handle this perfectly lawful act will set the tone for everything that follows.
Well, just a second ago as we were driving up, you just parked right in front of the gate.
The gates weren't open.
Yeah, no, but if we need to come out...
Yeah, I know.
Quickly...
Yeah, and I will move out of the way before you actually come out.
Okay.
I'm perfectly fine where I am.
From here or here,
I'm perfectly fine where I am. I am perfectly fine where I am.
Okay.
Okay, can you identify yourself properly for me, please?
Yeah, my name's PC Shaw, 1088.
No worries. Are you attached to this station?
Yes, I am.
No worries.
Okay. But if you do stand here and a vehicle starts to come out...
Okay, right. I don't need any directives, okay? I won't be blocking any vehicles, okay? So, if that's all you have to actually ask me, then I would say have a lovely afternoon.
Yeah, well, like I said, we're here to have a chat today. That's all I'm doing here is giving you words of advice.
I don't need your words of advice, I'm afraid.
You might not need them, but
I don't want them. I don't want them. I don't want them.
If you do need to...
I do not want your words of advice at all.
I don't really mind.
Well, it does matter, okay, because your advice, okay, isn't the actual law, okay? So unless you're actually going to quote me something to do with the law, the gate wasn't open. The gate wasn't open. The gate wasn't open, and that's all on camera, okay? So don't say I was blocking the gate, okay, when I was not. Yeah, but the gate opens inwards, okay, not outwards, so I wasn't blocking it. Okay, afternoon, how are you?
Afternoon, yeah, good.
Good. Would you mind just identifying yourself for me, please?
What, full rank and stuff? So, Police Constable Green from Slag Police Station.
And your shoulder number, please.
508.
This first interaction falls short of expectations. The test here is straightforward. Is an offense being committed? The officer asks the auditor to move, citing possible access issues with a gate that's currently closed. But the auditor, standing calmly on a public path, correctly points out he isn't causing an obstruction. Now the question becomes, will the officer keep it as a request or escalate it into a directive?
Thank you very much, sir.
Well, you have to be careful, obviously. People come flying out of it all kind of speeds as well.
Yep, as I've already said to your colleague, I won't be blocking any vehicles. Okay, so, and as I said to him, if that all that he actually wants to ask me, then I bid you good afternoon, okay, and do have a lovely afternoon.
Okay. If I'm happy with you standing there, but just not in front of the gate.
Well, whether or not I stand here or I stand here, okay, I'm actually doing nothing wrong.
Okay.
Okay, I'm actually doing nothing wrong.
Okay. Well, you've been told, so that's fine.
Well, you can ask, but you can't tell me. Okay, so let's get that correct. You can't tell me. You can ask me, but you can't tell me.
Okay. I'll ask you to move out the way of the gate.
Yep.
If you don't move out the way of the gate, then that's fine.
Exactly. So, have a good afternoon. Okay. So, yeah. So, You can see from there, I was here, gates open inwards, so don't need to move until the gates are open. And so, yeah, so there's no need to actually tell me to move. So, and I know a couple of people have popped up at the windows over here. Okay, but I do believe that that's the court and not the police station, this bit here.
The second officer's arrival follows a familiar pattern. A key principle applies here. Police can ask, but they cannot tell. The auditor captures this perfectly with the line, "You can ask me, but you can't tell me." Without a specific law being broken, an officer's words amount to a request, not a lawful order. The auditor's calm refusal to comply with an unlawful direction seems to end the exchange, but the day is far from over.
So yeah, so that blonde one that first went in, she didn't want to say anything. That she was sort of right there. She waited till she got right the way over there. Said anything. So, but as I said, I'm not going to take any form of directive of them, okay? They're not going to tell me what to do. And that's why when they tell me about if I'm actually breaking no law, then I'm not going to move. It is that simple. And that is exactly what I'll do.
Can I ask why you're filming the back end of the police station?
Pardon?
Can I ask why you're filming the back end of the police station?
Can you ask why I'm filming the back end of a police station? Why do you think I may be filming the back end of a police station?
No idea.
I'm filming a public service is what I'm filming.
In what way?
Pardon?
In what way?
Well, I don't need to give that question.
No, you don't have to. But I suspect if a police officer comes out, you know.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
I suspect if a police officer comes out, he's likely to insist.
Likely to insist what?
That you tell him why you're filming.
No, he can ask, but he can't insist.
Well, he can insist.
No, he can't
still
insist. He can
no,
ask.
Insist is not the same as force.
Okay, but he can insisting, he cannot. He can ask me.
This moment highlights how auditing naturally draws public attention. The rule remains the same. Your rights apply with both police and the public. A passerby suggests the officers will likely force the issue, but the auditor calmly breaks down that misconception, explaining that police authority has limits and he's under no obligation to comply. It's a solid example of turning a live encounter into public education, but the question is, will his prediction come true?
As a member of the public, what I'm doing, okay, but he will get no answer from me, as I do not have to supply an answer.
I understand that.
So,
I'm just asking, is there a particular reason you wish to be confrontational with a police officer?
who said I'm confrontational?
If they come out and they start giving you a hard time, that's what
I will have a conversation with an officer, is what I will do. I will have a conversation.
Have you talked to Thames Valley Police lately?
I've spoken to many police.
Oh, it's good. You've got a better experience than most of the people.
No worry. Have a lovely afternoon. Well, that was a little bit interesting. So, and then just round the other side of that wall, just there on the corner, you just had a couple of female officers. So I'll hold it there for now, guys, and I'll come back to you.
The auditor shows remarkable composure under questioning. The key question here, must you explain your actions to strangers? The answer is no. When the passerby asks if he's being confrontational, the auditor calmly clarifies that he's open to a conversation, not an argument, and that he has no obligation to justify lawful activity. This quiet confidence is one of the most effective de-escalation tools you can use.
That was the mouthy one at first. Yeah. So how can you be an obstruction when there's a gate between you and a vehicle? If the gate isn't open, then there's no obstruction. And that's what I think that they forget.
This moment offers a precise breakdown of the officer's initial request. The legal standard is clear. An obstruction must actually obstruct something. The auditor calmly points out that standing in front of a closed, inward-opening gate doesn't meet that test. His actions aren't rooted in defiance, but in reason and legal awareness. The question now is, will that logic be challenged again?
Hello?
Hello? I'm good, thank you.
Hi. Is there anything we can help with?
No, I'm good, thank you.
All right.
The tone of the audit now shifts to quiet observation. A key element of policing is that professionalism must hold steady under pressure. After the initial confrontational requests, the officers step back, leaving the auditor to continue his work. This period of silent, watchful waiting can be more unsettling than open conflict, creating a subtle but unmistakable tension as he continues to film, calm, steady, and unbothered.
There's about 4 people or so behind that van. Keep sticking their head out.
Hi, bud. We've got some cars coming out in just a sec. Don't want you to get hit. Do you mind moving to the side?
Oh, mate, hey, do you mind coming to the side? You can still film. Do you mind just coming to the side?
I will move when I need to. Okay, and if you'd like to address me, then don't do it through a gate.
Yeah, come on. That's
Okay,
all right.
then.
This is a moment of pure, unspoken tension. The rule for officers is simple. Engage openly and professionally to de-escalate. Instead, one appears behind the security gate, watching in silence. It's a quiet gesture, but it can easily be read as intimidation. The auditor breaks the silence perfectly, reminding them that if an officer wants to speak, they should do it properly, not through offense.
And then the biggest waste of money, PTSOs.
Might be asking what you're doing here today.
Well, first of all, can you identify yourself properly, please?
PC Allen, 534, that's well.
No worries.
3518, PC Bendon.
No worries. Go.
Might be asking what you're doing today.
Well, first of all, is your body camera on?
Yep.
Can you tell me why you didn't inform me that it's on?
It is flashing. Is
Makes no
on
difference.
in
You
front
are
of-
actually meant to say it verbally.
Yeah. I'm sort of asking what you're doing here today.
Does that really matter what I'm doing?
Yeah, it's just I just don't want you getting hit by any cars coming out.
I won't get hit by a car. I'm big enough and ugly enough to
Yeah.
make sure that that don't happen.
Cool, that's all good then. Just filming your interests.
There we go.
Yeah, cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, well, have a good day.
No worries,
Have
and
a good
you
rest of
too.
the day.
Okay, take care. It does really make no difference at all to why I'm filming. None at all.
This interaction is a refreshing display of professionalism. A key point of policy is that officers should announce when their body-worn camera is recording. The auditor calmly notes that PC De Ferrari's camera is active without a verbal announcement. To his credit, the officer takes the feedback well, asks his questions politely, and ends the encounter on good terms. A textbook example of how professionalism and respect can de-escalate any situation.
So you can see just over there, just tucked just in behind where they are.
This audit offers 3 clear takeaways. First, knowing the simple rules around public filming gives you the confidence to stand your ground. Second, claims of obstruction require a real physical blockage, not a hypothetical one. And third, professionalism, as demonstrated by the final officer, is the quickest path to de-escalation for everyone involved. The contrast between the first and last interactions was night and day. What did you think of the officer's conduct? Let us know in the comments and subscribe for more calm educational analysis. This video is for education, not legal advice. Always check your local laws.